In this video, we are going to see about fraction. So, what is fraction? A number which can be expressed as x by y format or numerator by denominator is known as fraction. For example, I am keeping here 2 by 3. See here, there is a dash over here. Up to this dash is known as numerator and down to this dash is known as denominator. So I have expressed the number in the form of x by y, or I can express with the term of numerator by denominator. Then we can say the given number is a fraction. And also we can define like this. See, I may have a circle. Okay, so I'm dividing the circle into four parts. So in this four part, I'm shading some two parts. So there are two parts got shaded. So what is how I can express a fraction for this diagram, Totally how many parts will be there in your denominator? Totally how many parts are there? It is 4. And how many parts are shaded? So it is 1 and 2. So I can write it as 2 by 4 for this diagram. This is how the fraction can be denoted. So the denominator part is nothing but the whole. It is divided into on a whole how many parts it has been divided, and the numerator part is nothing but the selected or the shaded number of parts. We have some types of fraction. So what is our first type of fraction? It's proper fraction. So now everyone knows what is a fraction. Any number which can be expressed by x by y format. So proper fraction means my numerator, that means x is going to be lesser than y. Okay, so numerator is going to be lesser than the denominator. Then we can say the given fraction is a proper fraction. For example, 2 by 3. So out of 3, there are two parts. So it is having some meaningful, right? So I can say it's a proper fraction. Now see, the second type is improper fraction. It means in the fraction your x is going to be greater than y, or numerator is going to be greater than the denominator. So I can say 3 by 2, whole only 2. In that, how can I get a 3? So it is not making any sense, right? So this type of numbers, this type of fraction, also known as improper fraction. Then the third thing is like fraction. So when we are going to see the given fractions or like or unlike fraction, means when while we are comparing the two or three fractions. See, for example, I'm having 2 by 3, 5 by 3. I having two fraction. One is 2 by 3, another one is 5 by 3. Both the fraction having the same denominator, then we can say this fractions as like fraction. Maybe if I'm having 2 by 3 and 5 by 4. See, in this fraction I'm having the denominator as 3. In this fraction I'm having the denominator as 4. So these two fractions are not having the same denominator. So I can say these two fractions are unlike fraction. And the last type is mixed fraction. So any number which can be expressed like this. So it's going to have two things. One is a whole number, another one is a fraction. Then we can say this type of numbers as mixed fraction, which comprises a whole number part as well as the fraction part. Next, we are going to see about operations on fractions. So first, we'll concentrate on addition or subtraction on fractions. So here we need to follow certain rules when we can add or subtract. We can do this addition or subtraction only on the like fractions. Okay, we cannot do on the unlike fraction. Maybe if they have given unlike fractions to add or subtract, you need to convert the fractions to a like fraction first, and then only we can do the addition or subtraction. Here I have given some example. See here, I need to add 5 by 7 plus 8 by 7. Both are fraction and also having the same denominator, so they are like fraction. So how can you add? Keep a common denominator, just add the numerator, you will get the answer. So 13 by 7 is the answer for this question. And see here, 5 by 3 and 2 by 3 both are having the same denominator, so they are also like fraction. So when I am subtracting it in between subtraction operation, so I have to subtract. I am keeping the common denominator 5 5 minus 2. So the answer is 3 by 3, which is nothing but 1 after simplified. So whenever there is a fraction, if there is any common term exists, you can cancel the common term and give the answer in a simplified format. Now we are going to do addition or subtraction on unlike a fraction. So for what is the rule for adding or subtracting the unlike fraction? First we need to convert to a like fraction. Then we can do addition or subtraction. So yes, so here the fraction is having 3 as the denominator, 5 as the denominator. So we cannot add just like that. So I need to take an LCM of the denominator. So that LCM is going to be the common denominator for the both the fraction. So let's see what is 3 and 5 the LCM. It's going to be 15 because they don't have any common factor. So now I'm going to have 15 as the common denominator. Whatever you are having an LCM, that's going to be your common denominator. So you can do like this: 8 by 3 into 15 plus 12 by 5 into 15. So you are going to just multiply each fraction with your decimal and do the particular operation. Here it is plus, and the now both are going to have the same denominator, which is nothing but the 15. So just tell me now, 3 is going for one time and this is for 5 time. What is 8 5s are? It's going to be 40 plus 5 for one time and 15 for 3 time. So 12 into 3 is going to be 36 whole divided by 15. So the answer is 76 by 15 is the answer for this question. So here I am having one more question with unlike fraction. Why? Because the denominator are different. So we need to subtract these two fraction. So here I am just giving a one more different way. LCM and all we need to find in the same way. So since they are the unlike fraction, I need to find the LCM of the denominator. So 2 and again one more time 7, so it's nothing but 14. What is your LCM? It's 14. So now we are going to convert each fraction with the denominator 14. So how can we convert each fraction with the denominator 14? So what you can multiply with this denominator so that you will get the answer as 14. So what you can multiply? 7, right? So same 7 you need to do. It's nothing but we are converting the fraction into an equivalent fraction by multiplying 7 by 7. So 77 by 14. And take the next one. It is 5 by 14 into, we need to multiply with some fraction. So I need to get the denominator as 14. So 14 what sir will give you 14? Obviously it is going to be 1. So your numerator is also going to be 1. So 5 ones are 5. So now you have converted 11 by 2 as 77 by 14 and 5 by 14 as 5 by 14 only. Now see this fraction and this fraction, both the fraction are having the same denominator. So now we can do the subtraction. So now 11 by 2 minus 5 by 14 has been written as 77 by 14 minus 5 by 14. So both are having same denominator. I am taking the common denominator. Just subtract the numerator, which is 77 minus 5. So what will be the answer? 77 minus 5 is 72 by 14. This is your answer, but still it is having some common factor, right? So both are having a common factor, which is 2. So again you can cancel this. So what is this? 2 7s are, and this will be 2 3s are and 6. So the answer is 36 by 7. Okay, for this question. Now we are going to see the multiplication operation. So how we are going to do the multiplication operation? See the first point, express the fraction with multiplication symbol and cancel the common terms present between numerator and denominator. Yes, see, this is one fraction, this is one fraction. Both the fraction need to get multiplied. So first we express the fraction with the multiplication symbol. Now, what is our second step? Cancel the common terms present between numerator and the denominator. Okay, yes, what are the common terms? Yeah, I can do this one. 2 ones are 2 and here 2 threes are. Yes, and now again the 3 ones are 3 ones are. Right, so it will get cancelled. So what will be our answer? Now the numerator is 1 into 1 will give you 1 divided by here also 1 into 10 will give you 10. So this is the answer for the question. What is the answer? 1 by 10. So now come for this question. It is 2 by 5 into 3 by 7. Now check with the 2 by 5 there is no common factor. 2 and 7 also no common factor. 2 and 3 and 5 no common factor. 3 and 7 no common factor. There is no common factor between numerator and denominator. Then what we can do? Simply multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. So this is your answer for this question. So what is the first question? First step, it is express the fraction with multiplication symbol. If there is any common factor exists between numerator and denominator, cancel it. If it is not, you just multiply the numerator and the denominator as such. So here we had the common factor in this problem. So we cancelled and then multiplied the numerator part and the denominator part. But in this question, we doesn't have any common factor between numerator and denominator. So simply multiply the numerators and denominator. You will be getting the answer. Now the next one is operations on fraction. Division operation we are going to see. What is division operation? So division operation, so you will be given like this, 5 by 12, it's one fraction, divided by 35 by 48. Can we first start seeing the rules? Division can be changed to multiplication. So we are not going to exactly divide. We are going to change the operation as multiplication. But how we can change the operation as multiplication? That we are going to see. Express the dividend as such. So first I am writing this one like this. The given fraction like this. 5 by 12 the whole divided by 35 by 48. Yes. So what is this 5 by 12? It's the dividend. And what is 35 by 48? It's divisor. So now we'll start doing the rule. Express the dividend as such. So I am expressing the dividend as such, which is 5 by 12. Now express, see the third rule, express the divisor in a reciprocal form by replacing the division symbol by multiplication symbol. So now this division symbol is going to become a multiplication symbol. By what? By reciprocaling this divisor. So can I reciprocal now? 48 by 35. Now see the last step, then follow the multiplication process. Now we will do. What is our multiplication process? Is there any common terms exist between numerator and denominator? Yeah, of course. 5 ones are 5. This is 5 sevens are, right? And yeah, 12 ones are, and this is going to be 12 fours are. That's it. We don't have any other common factor. Now 1 into 4 is going to be 4. 1 into 7 is 7. So this is the answer. So whenever there is a division operation, we need to convert it to a multiplication operation. So here division symbol will be converted to multiplication by doing the reciprocal of the divisor. So hope you understood. Thank